Hi, my name is Mushir Ahmed, founder and MD of FinStep Asia, reporting to you or talking to you from a footbridge in Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong. It is a city that's given me much over the last 12 years, and I want to start a new series talking about FinTech and digital assets in Asia over the next 88 days. Why 88 days? Because in 88 days, we will be in the middle of Hong Kong FinTech Week, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you here, enjoying the Hong Kong autumn at the time, but also more importantly, the conversations. Now, the intention of these 88 videos is going to be talking about the happenings, special news, or any new interesting elements that are developing in FinTech and digital assets in Hong Kong, in the region, and beyond. Today, to start off with, because we are counting down to Hong Kong in 88 days, I want to start with talking about tokenization. Tokenization has been around for a while. We've seen a lot of developments over globally, but Hong Kong is now pushing quite heavily to become one of the major tokenization of finance hubs in Asia and beyond. This is not just an intention that we see as a strategy or policy that the Hong Kong government has, which it does, by the way, under the LEAP framework 1 and 2, but also as part of what the regulators are looking at in terms of the Aspire framework that the Hong Kong SFC has, and the DART framework that the Hong Kong Monetary Authority have. Aspire is largely driven by virtual assets, while the DART framework with the T stands for tokenization. In the city, we've seen multiple elements coming through. You need a build-up from the base in terms of POCs, experimentation. That started a long time back through sandboxes. The general HKMA sandbox that progressed to Ensemble, which is for tokenized finance, and now Ensemble++. Second, you need a regulatory environment. We have progressed from where there was just a virtual asset uplift for firms who were looking to also offer virtual asset services to standalone exchange licenses here in Hong Kong under the VATP regime, which started 3 years ago, and now there are about 16 VATPs. And the next phase, which is happening under Aspire, which is about new virtual asset licenses under custody, dealing, as also looking at asset management and advisory specifically virtual assets. So we have the regulatory environment. What else is needed? You need firms who are keen to participate in this ecosystem, both financial services, traditional finance firms, as also fintechs and digital asset firms. HSBC, Standard Chartered, Bank of China, bunch of others have done various initiatives when it comes to virtual assets in partnership with fintech and digital asset firms or standalone. HSBC has done tokenized gold. HSBC has done tokenized bank deposit, which they have part of the Ant International, similar with Standard Chartered, who have done partnering on tokenized bank deposits with Ant International, among others. And they are now both also part of the stablecoin regime as the first two licensed operators to issue stablecoins in Hong Kong. We are waiting their stablecoins in the coming months, but that's another example. On the other hand, we have a host, if not dozens, of digital asset firms, both at an infrastructure level, B2B level, as also B2C level, who are offering virtual asset services, not just as a small service offering, but building it out. Quite a few of them are now looking at Hong Kong as a major base for expanding their Asia operations, and we continue to see the growth here. So what do I expect over the next 6 months to a year? And by the time you come over, one, when you are back or when you are visiting Hong Kong by the Hong Kong FinTech Week, we ideally should have the virtual asset related licenses being tabled in the LegCo for discussion and to be passed in 2027. That's number one. Number two, ideally, I hope you can pay with either the Standard Chartered or the HSBC stablecoin when you land up here. So we'll have two major things. Three, I do expect more elements happening on the tokenized bank deposit side of things, more POCs coming up in terms of use cases that we will see. And number four is more government elements when it comes to the CBDC and tokenized bonds. HKMA is one of the leading central banks when it comes to issuance of tokenized bonds in the world, if not definitely in Asia. But they're also working extensively on the wholesale CBDC. The Enbridge project, which was initiated through the BIS Innovation Hub here in Hong Kong for multi-CBDC between four central banks, China, Hong Kong, UAE, and Thailand, is now expanded. You have more central banks, but also it is now a standalone entity outside of the BIS, and we're seeing the commercialization taking place. So hopefully we'll see more announcements by the time you come here. And lastly is commodity tokenization. Hong Kong is picking up the cudgel again when it comes to gold, and gold is a major focus when people are looking at tokenization of commodities. So I do see more elements coming in back on tokenization commodities in the next 3 to 6 months. Longer term, I do think we will see a pickup in broader RWA tokenization, where there are more conversations taking place on how revenue and yield can be generated. Data centers become a very interesting conversation given where AI is and tokenized data centers, and the yield focus around that is going to be quite interesting. And lastly is the conversation around derivatives and perps. The SFC has started considering allowing perp trading for professional investors and institutional investors, which bodes well for the ecosystem as we start seeing things move ahead. Unfortunately, one of the founders of the perp futures, which is BitMEX, has decided that they will be winding down in the next month or so. But this has originated out of Hong Kong, and we have quite a bit of expertise in the city when it comes to fintech and digital assets. And you will see that a key thing that for me separates Hong Kong to most of the world's centers, financial centers, only probably New York comes close, is the expertise and knowledge that exists in the city, not just for complex financial services, very deep capital markets. HKEX was the leading IPO hub last year until very recently when SpaceX came into doing their IPO, but otherwise 200-300 IPOs waiting to be listed here in the coming months, but capital markets. But more importantly, Hong Kong has been the home to some of the world's biggest digital asset firms, as also Bitcoin and other holders for over 15 years. And that is a very important element where people understand blockchain, people understand crypto, they understand digital assets, and now they are able to bring that expertise into tokenization of finance. So follow for more such conversations, hopefully not as long as this one, but we will definitely look to do more 87 more videos in the coming 87 days. Speak soon.